Most men say they want peace, but they live in chaos. They say they want focus, but they live in distraction. They say they want respect, but they react to everything. You cannot be powerful if everything controls your mood. If one text message can ruin your day, you are not strong. If one opinion can shake your confidence, you are not stable. If one failure can make you question your worth, you are not grounded. This is not an insult. This is awareness. Because no one trained you to think differently. School did not teach you emotional control. Social media rewards outrage. Modern culture encourages instant reaction. But instant reaction creates weak men. Stoicism trains controlled men. Not men without emotion. Men who choose their emotion. The foundation of Stoicism comes from one simple division taught by Epictetus. Some things are in your control. Some things are not. You control your effort, your discipline, your words, your mindset. You do not control other people's opinions, the economy, the past, every outcome. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome during crisis. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that he only controls his mind. Epictetus was born a slave. Epictetus taught that events do not disturb you. Your judgment does. Seneca advised emperors and faced exile. Seneca warned that chasing approval makes you a slave to the crowd. They trained their minds under pressure. You must do the same. Control what you can. Every time stress appears, ask one question. Is this within my control? If not, release it. Job rejection. You control preparation, your effort, and your attitude. Public insult. You control your response, your composure, and your mindset. Business loss. You control learning, adaptation, and the next move. Control is not about winning everything. It is about mastering reaction. Most men lose energy fighting reality. Traffic ruins their mood. One comment ruins their confidence. One failure ruins their week. That is emotional fragility. Stoicism builds stability. Here is a scenario. A man spends hours preparing for a meeting. He presents his idea. It is rejected. He goes home frustrated. A reactive man rants to friends, complains online, and wastes energy. A stoic man notes what worked, what didn't, and plans the next action. Same rejection. Two different results. That is control in practice. Master your emotions. Emotion begins with interpretation. You fail and immediately think, this should not happen. Anger follows. Resentment lingers. Your mind replays the event, magnifying frustration. But if you reframe the situation, this is an opportunity to improve. This is feedback. This is part of growth. Anger decreases. Control increases. Your mind stops reacting automatically and begins choosing responses. Pause before reacting. Breathe deeply. Count slowly in your head. Delay your response, even for a few seconds. This small pause builds authority over yourself. It trains your mind to separate stimulus from reaction. It teaches patience, focus, and calm under pressure. Think of a time someone cut you off in traffic. Most men yell, honk, or curse. They replay the situation, letting it ruin their day. A stoic notes the situation. They stay calm. They shift attention to what matters next, safely navigating the road, maintaining composure, and not giving power to a stranger's mistake. The difference is subtle but powerful. It's not about suppressing emotion. It's about mastering it. Every small moment of control strengthens your mind. Over time, this skill compounds. Situations that once triggered rage now pass without disturbing your peace. You remain steady when others panic. You think clearly when others react blindly. You gain freedom from the chaos most men accept as normal. Mastering emotion is not instant. It is daily practice. Every moment you choose response over reaction, you are building a mind that cannot be shaken. The ego trap. Ego wants validation. Ego wants to appear strong. It thrives on attention, praise, and approval. But ego makes you fragile. It ties your self-worth to external events. It makes you react impulsively, lose focus, and waste energy. If someone challenges you, ego panics. If someone ignores you, ego feels rejected. If someone disagrees, ego wants to prove itself immediately. Ask yourself, does this truly threaten my character? Does this change who I am at my core? If the answer is no, let it go. Do not feed the ego. Do not react to prove yourself. If you know your standards, insults lose power. Your identity is defined by your values, not by others' opinions. A coworker mocks your idea in a meeting. Ego wants revenge, to argue, or to publicly defend itself. Voices rise. Tension builds. Stress spikes. A Stoic remains composed. He evaluates the criticism objectively. Is there anything I can learn here? Is this worth my time? What action will actually improve my results? The Stoic responds, if necessary, with clarity and control. Sometimes the best action is silence. Other times, a calm, measured explanation changes the outcome without ego interference. Over time, this practice builds authority. People respect calm, thoughtful men more than loud, reactive ones. Your presence becomes stronger, not your volume. You conserve energy, stay focused, and maintain control over your mind. Every small choice to manage ego compounds into a powerful habit. It separates reactive men from disciplined men. It separates those controlled by circumstance from those who control themselves. Build internal standards. Stop measuring yourself by applause. Stop waiting for validation from others. External approval is temporary and unreliable. Your worth does not depend on recognition. Ask yourself daily, did I act with discipline? Did I act with courage? Did I act with integrity? These questions are simple, but they guide your actions and define your character. They are entirely within your control. You may wake up early to train, and no one notices. You may complete a difficult task at work, and no one acknowledges it. You may face challenges or make decisions that go unseen. Most men quit when no one is watching. A Stoic keeps the standard because self-respect comes from honoring your own word. Consistency builds confidence and identity. It trains your mind to operate independently of praise or criticism. Over time, these small, unseen actions accumulate. Your behavior sets the foundation for every other achievement. What you do when no one is watching determines who you truly are. Rejection. Rejection does not reduce your value. It reveals alignment. It shows whether what you are offering fits with the situation, the person, or the opportunity. Separate outcome from identity. Your worth is not tied to approval or acceptance. Your actions, effort, and discipline define who you are, not the responses of others. You ask someone out. They say no. A reactive man feels unworthy. He dwells on it. He loses confidence. He may even lash out or complain. A Stoic man pauses. He notes, they are not aligned with me. That is all. This outcome does not define my value. I will continue improving myself. This approach applies to work, business, and personal life too. Job rejection, client rejection, social rejection. All are information, not judgment. Move forward without emotional collapse. Observe, learn, adjust, and act again. Each rejection handled with calm and reflection strengthens your mind. It trains you to take life's no's as part of growth, not as a personal attack. Disrespect. Not every challenge deserves a response. Silence often shows more strength than argument. Reacting impulsively gives others power over your mind. When you pause, you reclaim control. Evaluate before reacting. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this action serve my long-term goals? Or is it just feeding ego and noise? Someone insults you in public. Most men respond aggressively or defensively. Voices rise. Anger spreads. The situation escalates. A Stoic stops and asks, does this truly affect my character? Is this worth my time and energy? Often, the answer is no. Remaining calm communicates authority. It shows you are not driven by emotion. Others notice, even if silently. Your presence becomes stronger, not louder. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response at all. It teaches restraint. It signals control. It reinforces your self-respect. By practicing this, you gradually train your mind to choose battles wisely. You conserve energy for what actually matters. You become unshakable, even under provocation. Discipline creates freedom. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. Motivation is temporary. It depends on feelings, energy, or luck. Discipline is permanent. It depends on your choices. Every single day, wake up early. Train your body. Do hard tasks first. Small repeated actions build identity. Every choice you make becomes who you are. Consistency compounds faster than motivation ever will. If you keep promises to yourself, confidence grows. Your word to yourself becomes unbreakable. You begin to trust yourself in every decision. Voluntary discomfort builds resilience. It teaches your mind to handle what life throws at you without panic. Take cold showers. Push through hard workouts. Have difficult conversations you are avoiding. Face minor challenges willingly. If small discomfort breaks you, pressure will destroy you. But if you embrace it, each small struggle makes you stronger, calmer, and more unshakable. Daily routine. Morning. Prepare mentally for difficulty. Visualize challenges and plan your responses. Midday. Pause before reacting. Take a breath. Choose your response deliberately. Night. Review your behavior honestly. Where did you react emotionally? Where did you stay calm? What can you improve tomorrow? This is how stability is built. Imagine a man facing a sudden layoff. Most panic. Most worry endlessly. Most complain. A Stoic pauses. Assesses what they can control. Updating skills. Networking. Adjusting finances. Takes action. Controls the response, not the event. Or think about relationship conflict. Instead of reacting impulsively, a Stoic listens, evaluates, and responds thoughtfully. Result: respect and calm prevail. These examples repeat daily in small ways. They compound into real strength. Now listen closely. Most men will watch this video and do nothing. They will feel motivated for a moment, then return to reacting. You do not have to be most men. Start with one small action tomorrow morning. 5 minutes of reflection. 1 controlled response during the day. 1 honest review at night. Do this consistently, and in 30 days, your reactions will be unrecognizable. You will speak slower. You will think clearer. You will stop chasing approval. You will control your mind instead of letting the world control it. The next video will show you exactly how to stay calm when someone tries to provoke you and still come out dominant without raising your voice. If you are serious about building a mind that cannot be shaken, stay with this channel. Subscribe and train with us. This is for men who choose discipline over impulse. Decide now. Will you keep reacting to life? Or will you master it? Be the man who controls himself. Be the stable one in a chaotic world.